5 things I would never do when buying a house as a real estate investor. Hi there, my name is Mindy Jensen, and I'm the host of the BiggerPockets Money Podcast. To get all the information you need to get your real estate investing dialed in, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Okay, number 1 thing I would never do when buying a house as a real estate investor is buy on a busy street. Nobody wants to live on a busy street. So while you might be getting a bargain when you buy, you are going to take a haircut when you have to sell. It's harder to sell, it takes longer because nobody wants to live on a busy street. Don't believe me? Stephen King wrote a whole book about how you don't want to live on a busy street called Pet Sematary. Number 2 thing I would never do when buying a house as a real estate investor is buy a house without a big reserve fund. Things break when you own a house, and the cost of that thing is inversely proportionate to how much money you have in the bank. If you have a big reserve fund, you're going to need to do something like change out a light switch. If you don't have a big reserve fund, you're looking at a blown furnace, you'll need a new roof, foundation work. I don't make up the rules here. I'm just telling you. If you're going to buy investment property, you need a big reserve fund. Number 3 thing I would never do as a real estate investor is buy a house sight unseen. And I know there are people on this earth who say, build up your core 4 and have a team. Yes, I'm looking right at you, David Green. That's great. It works for David. I would never do it. I want to be in the property. Why? Because you can't taste a property from a picture. You can't smell a property from a picture. And sometimes they smell so bad, you can taste it. You can't see a weird layout from a picture, but you can when you're in the property. You can't hear the neighbors fighting down the street. You can't hear the weeds. You don't see the weeds next door. There's a lot of things you can't see without being involved in the house specifically. If you want to be successful in your real estate investing, see the house. If you can't afford a plane ticket to go see a house, you can't afford the house either. Number 4 thing I would never do is buy without a home inspection. I have a great rule of thumb for do I need a home inspection or not? It goes like this. Always, 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 always buy a house with a home inspection. Number 5 thing that I would never do as a real estate investor is buy the nicest house in the neighborhood. Why? Because if you're in a neighborhood with $400,000 houses and there's one that's $500,000, that seems like, ooh, the nicest house. People who want to buy a $500,000 house want to live in a $500,000 neighborhood. Your $400,000 neighborhood isn't going to cut it. On the other hand, if there's a house for $350,000 in that $400,000 neighborhood, that's going to be easiest to buy, easiest to sell because people in a $350,000 neighborhood don't mind at all that they're living in a $400,000 neighborhood. What are some of the things that you would never do when buying a house as a real estate investor? We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below. Thank you for watching our video. My name is Mindy Jensen, signing off.